Hi everybody, it's Kimberly and welcome back to the Twin Flame family. And if you haven't had a chance to check out the new website, it's thetwinflamefamily.com and facilitating individual sessions. Right now I have a mini reading and trial session, like a healing session for twin flames who are looking for clarity and just seeking guidance, navigating through the journey. And that's all on the schedule a session part of the website. You can go directly to the domain, or there's a link right on the channel art of YouTube. So today I wanted to just talk quickly about infidelity and what it means in our twin flame relationships. So many of us have had or are in separation with our twin flames. And by separation, I know lots of you, I keep hearing, I don't like that word. Well, it's just a word, don't attach too much behind it. It just means you're not physically playing out a relationship right now in the three-dimensional realm. And so in separation, oftentimes one or both twins is in a karmic relationship with somebody else, whether that be a spouse or a former love or a boyfriend, girlfriend, and it can be difficult and painful, as we all know. But our job is to honor that person just as much as we honor our twin and have respect and respect boundaries and not cross lines. But as we say, and as we all know in this community, that the connection between twin flames is undeniable, and often communication does occur. And, it's up to you to manage how, when, what you feel comfortable with. So the definitions of, infidelity really span a huge gamut. It's like, it really depends on you, what you believe that is. And outsiders to this community would look at and judge a lot of us because they'll say, well, why are you carrying out communications with somebody who's married or in a relationship or so on and so forth? And many of us had come together and then we're in separation, and then the new relationship spawned, or we've come together while our twin is still attached, and it's a sticky situation, and knowing like what the rule book is to navigate it is difficult. So my advice to you, if you are in this situation where you're in separation and like questioning all this stuff, is stick to your own morals. Figure out what your own morals are with all this stuff. Like, if you were in a relationship, would you want to have that person be talking to somebody else or be physically in contact with somebody else, and so on and so forth? And just honor those guidelines as best as you can. Nobody's going to judge you, and those who do not understand. But there is a flip side to the coin, and I'm here to present it to you. And having come back into union with my twin after we were together, separated, and then in our separation, like from both running from each other, he got into a karmic relationship with a former flame, someone who the karma hadn't been totally cleared with yet. I wouldn't say it was a great love by any means, but it was something that needed to be finished. And so he re-engaged with her, and I stepped aside, and it was difficult, but I tried to send her love and respect her and honor the communication boundaries, as you guys have all seen in my videos from the past summer. But regardless, what's happened is we've come back into union now. And the questions that it leaves me, especially someone who has infidelity and betrayal as a pattern in my past, is, would my twin flame do this same thing to me? So, do we physically cheat? No. Was he in communication with me? Yeah, he was. And sometimes I wouldn't respond because I didn't feel right about it. So now that he and I are playing out a 3-day relationship, it's hard not to let the dialogue in my head and some of these inner wounds and trust issues go back to that place of can I trust him now? Would he do this to me? And we can all justify and say, well, the only reason why our twin flame does this is because of the strength of the connection between the twins, right? And I would love to say like, oh, I'm special and I'm, it's because of the strength of our connection. But still, I think you can't help but in a very normal way look at this person and go, there's this little opening here of like, would he do this to me now? Does he understand what my definition is of infidelity, of emotional cheating, not being right, not being acceptable to me? And I can only give you advice and tell you that it's up to you to define those things with your partner. It's up to you to lay the boundaries and figure out what does infidelity mean to you? What would be like deal breakers, bottom lines for you? And in our society, it's like there are so many different views. Some people would judge you based on this or that, but it's really based on their own morals and values. And as is such our own definitions of fidelity. It's based on our own morals and values and what we really adhere to in our own practice and what we believe is loyalty in a relationship. And for me, loyalty is like everything. It's being not only physically faithful, but being loyal, not airing dirty laundry to other people, not, flirting or having conversations with other women, not, all those things to me are cheating or being disloyal or they're betrayals. And to me, that's all one thing. So I've had this conversation with my twin flame. He understands that that's my definition. And we've sort of argued it too, because a lot of times people don't think about emotional cheating as like cheating. They just might not see it that way. And I do, and I feel strongly about it. So laying out the boundaries is extremely important. It's determining what is the code of conduct in your relationship. And if the other person doesn't understand what those boundaries are, they can't follow a code of conduct, right? To help meet your needs and, to honor your desires and your needs. So it's like you're at fault just as much. Like your twin, your partner is not a mind reader, and you must lay that out. Now, if there is some sort of a deviance in the behavior of that person, like meaning you lay out what you consider to be cheating or infidelity or betrayal or whatever it is, just being disloyal, and they go ahead and do it, well, at least you have had this open communication, and you will see that there is disrespect there, that there is something bigger that needs to be addressed. And I guess I say this on the cusp of like all of these energies, and a lot of people writing me and working with clients that are saying like, I'm having a lot of jealous feelings coming up. So have I. And I'm having these insecurities come up that I didn't know were still there. Well, that's a lot your own healing that needs to be continued. But the reason for making this video is I actually went into YouTube and put in the words twin flames infidelity, and there was nothing, not even one video. And I just thought that was interesting because infidelity actually is occurring in most twin flame dynamics, whether it's with spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, former lover, whatever it is. It's like one or both twins is actually executing this in some way. And it's really important to consider that when we come back into union with our twin flame, how do we trust? And what are our definitions of infidelity moving forward? And can we trust? And it's really, really important to communicate all of these things right up front. because trust is the basis for your relationships. And without this trust, you will not be able to have a harmonious relationship with your twin. So I'll leave you with that. Keep it short and sweet, and let me know your thoughts and experiences with this, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.